Hello and welcome to Random Roleplay, everyone. I'm Devin from TRG Network. Today, and for the rest of October, we're going to be doing something a bit different here on Sundays. Castor and I will be trading chairs, and I get to be a player. Probably doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but for me it is, as I've spent about 80% of the time I've been playing D&D as a DM, so I look forward to every chance I get to be a player, and it shows in this game. Same crew as usual. Level 8 for this one, though. It's looking to be loosely Halloween themed, but it's not exactly ghosts in your face, zombies in your backyard type of horror. This intro is being recorded having only done the first part, so if I'm proven wrong later, I didn't lie to you. And that's what's so exciting about this for me. I don't know. So hope you have just as much fun with this as we did, because the first part was great. Is great. You're gonna enjoy it now. Oof, time, right? What is that? So as always, like the video to show support. Make sure you're subscribed for semi-weekly D&D/tabletop content. Now, on to the show.
So you all have been kind of recruited and contacted by an old tavern owner by the name of Otis Hollowoak. He has hired you to kind of dispel some rumors that have been circulating around his tavern. Well, not around his tavern per se, but just in the general area, where the rumor is that people seem to be going missing. And that could be a little bit bad for business, as you might think. As you travel down the road, you realize that it's a very well-traveled road. So people going missing off of the road, you could probably guess it would be bandits, but you don't know. Suffice to say, your task is to meet with this man and get to the bottom of what's happening, if anything is happening, or prove that there is, in fact, nothing going on.
Okay.
And I will bring you all over to... You guys approach the tavern. It's on the side of a well-traveled road. You can see off in the distance that there is some swamp. And as you approach, you hear music. And you guys should be able to see the tavern and all of its many patrons. It does seem to be quite the busy day. And even though you cannot see the grid is there so you can use the arrow keys to walk around. Good. The party is consisting of... Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce who you are?
First and foremost, the skittering tabaxi woman strolling her way into the tavern would be Spaz. Very much kindred free spirit, taking what she can get.
Following shortly behind is a very tall, very buff, 6'8" half-orc with orange and purple tattoos all over his body. Ericon has entered the scene and just leaning against the wall, looking around, casing the joint.
Entering from the tavern doorway, Tharion, the Minotaur from afar, steps in wearing robes, lavish olive and ethereal mist colors, the extraplanar aspects of his body clearly visible in the unusual attire, kind of fluorescent pink horns, and the ornate gear he carries with him.
And joining them is a very large, 7.5 feet tall, locked on, carrying a shield and a really big hammer.
A hammer that says, "You done fucked up."
Clad in green and white.
Speak soft and carry a big hammer, they say.
And Osmond points to the man behind the counter over here, this man here.
The fancy man with the feather hat.
A wide-brimmed hat with a tan feather, wearing a red and goldenrod-colored doublet. Seems to be serving drinks to a very portly drow man and what can only be assumed as some sort of fey creature, looking to be a man with antlers. Osmond will walk over and kind of show the little wanted poster, Adventurers Wanted. Otis sees him and... Oh, yes, just 1 second. In fact, why don't you, over there in the corner of the opposite end of the tavern, near the fireplace, go ahead and sit yourself at a table. Marion, and you notice that there's an elf standing right next to you, Spaz.
Oh.
She has a bald head, but a ponytail in the back. Oh, yeah, I'll, follow me. Is it just the two of you?
No. Them two. And she's just rapidly pointing back and forth between Theria and Archon.
Tharion's just looking around like, wow. Like, completely entranced by everything.
Yes. Spaz is very much intimidated by the setting.
Are you referring to the Minotaur and the orc fellow?
Seeing conversation, Ericon will stride up and give a quick look to Therian as he goes, nodding back.
Oh, we're going this way. All right.
Follow me now, and I will guide you to your table. She begins to kind of walk over this way and seats you guys at a table in the corner. You see mounted on the wall is a very large moose head with antlers that probably span a good 15 feet.
Nice.
And remember, you can use the Alt key to move off grid.
Yeah, Spaz will intentionally go in between the seats and just plop down on the floor, just barely peeking over the tip of the table at everyone else.
Ericon will put his feet up on the nearby stool.
Arian's still caught up on all of the characters as he walks in the door.
Osmond just very gently sets his hammer down and sits down into the stool.
Arian appears to have gotten distracted by something mounted on the wall and just goes, "Oh, right." He's like, "Oh."
Is there anything you folks would like to drink? A cider, perhaps?
You have anything sweet?
In fact, we do. Perhaps a glass of wine.
I would like that, yes.
Fire giant whiskey for me.
Water.
Whole bottle.
Very well. I will be right back. And she begins to walk off.
I like the thing. Archon is just like the art style of him as he orders his drink, super grizzled, like graphic novel style. You go to Therian, it's like chibi, cute little. I like a wine, please. Yeah, sweet thing. That sounds nice.
Maybe a cider, a cidre.
Exactly.
Cidre.
A Tasha's hard lemonade, maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
No, Tasha would probably have like a crazy type of like brew. Definitely something you shouldn't drink, but you do anyway. I feel like
brew, perhaps.
I feel like it would be Mordenkainen.
Yeah,
No. Tensor. Tensor's hard lemonade.
Oof.
There you go. So while waiting for their drinks and stuff, Spaz gonna try and break this down. Just be like, so what got y'all interested in doing this job?
Coin.
When it comes to dealing with things of a possibly unnatural origin, my expertise might be needed. Or at the very least, it will bring glory and honor to my family.
Well, that sounds neat.
It is.
Oh man, now I want to bring glory and honor to my family.
It is not that hard. All you must do is fight champions endlessly in arenas, challenge the mightiest of monsters and beasts, and stand your ground against hell's deepest and darkest demons.
Spaz has gone from timid to extremely excitable in like a flick of an eye. Oh wow, that sounds awesome. I want to fight champions. Are any of you guys champions? Can I fight you?
I am not a champion as
Anytime,
of yet,
kid.
but my fathers are.
I used to be. Then I left it.
Once a champion, always a champion is what my father would say.
Alright, then after we find the person, or if there is anything to find and we find it, then we're gonna fight. So I can bring honor and glory to my family. Just like Therian.
Anytime, kid.
She just kind of pops squat back against the corner again. She's like, yeah. Tail, and it's just tail doing that subtle but excited, a little wisp.
Yeah, the cat thing where they're like, I'm totally not excited, but I'm very excited.
Yeah, just
Wiggle butt. Yeah, just make
For
sure
a
you
few
got your
minutes.
will in order before you go in the ring.
Somebody's got a high opinion of himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after a few minutes, Marion comes back over, and she sets down a bottle of Fire Giant whiskey, a few mugs. She has a nice pitcher of ice water. She has a chilled bottle of cherry wine, something sweet and springish, as it is currently mid-spring.
Sweet cherry wine. Pop, pop, pop.
Mm-hmm. And walking over is a very well-dressed man, the one you saw behind the bar. Thank you, Marion. That'll be all for us right now. Why don't you go serve the other customers? And make sure to check on Clark. We don't want him eating the forks again.
Ooh, the forks, are they tasty?
It depends. Do you like the taste of metal?
It has a nice tang.
You might like the forks then, but you'll have to fight Clark for them.
Ooh, is he a champion?
No, he's our alehouse Drake.
Oh, maybe some other time.
Ah, you've tamed a Drake.
Drake champion?
He points over to the bar.
No, not necessarily. Drakes are mighty beasts of draconic origin. Being able to best one in combat certainly does bring honor, but to be able to tame one, even more so.
I don't know if I'd call Clark a mighty beast. He's pretty lazy.
Even more unusual.
He points over to the edge of the bar, and you just see this, what looks to be an iguana.
Is it fat?
Oh.
It's very fat. Yep.
This little fat lizard. I love the
Peeking over the table, watching it. Tail wisping.
doing
watching.
the cat thing.
It just blaps.
It burps at you.
Doing that like weird cat hum. It's not, or even weirder, the cat chirping.
Or my personal favorite, when somebody edited over gunshots over it, so it looked like.
Okay, this bit is done now. Spaz eventually gains her composure and returns to her spot.
On the windowsill.
On the windowsill.
Of course.
It's canon now. She came back and she hopped right up into the windowsill. She's just kind of sitting a little way off as she's peering out of it and looking back and forth in between the man and the sight out the window.
Well, my name is Otis. I am the one who requested you here for this task. I don't put a whole lot of stock into these rumors of people going missing, but to be honest, it's not me that I'm worried about.
Oh?
Do you know what they call the road outside? I would say, well, since Therian basically has already confirmed that he's not from this region, I will say he is not allowed, but Spaz and Ericon, you can both make a history check.
Arian's just like,
Are you? Oh, this will be fun. Dump stat time, baby.
the best
Hey, you never know.
time to dump a stat.
That's not bad, actually. That's kind of
First roll of the night, let's go.
History, yes. My
14
half-orc
minus
should be
1,
great at this.
13 history.
That is a 7.
A 7. So, Ericon, you have no idea. It's just a busy street.
Ain't never been much
Spaz.
one for geography.
You don't remember the name of it, but you know you've heard it somewhere before. And if somebody were to tell you, you'd immediately recognize it. Osmond goes, what was it? Merchants Road, the Traders Road. And Otis chimes in, it'd be the Silver Road there, lad. And it clicks with you. You know it's the Silver Road.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The Silver Road. I know that. It's like nodding
Yeah, it's-
affirmatively at everyone here.
It's a road known for a lot of prolific traders of the area. They come from miles all over. There's a reason I built the tavern here. I mean, just look at how many people there are here today. But if there are rumors in the area, people might start avoiding it. People avoid it, you could probably see how that'd be bad for business. Now, again, I don't have a whole lot of information about these rumors. I don't know where they came from, but a lot of the major traders say that all of their folk have stuck around. You might want to talk to some of the patrons and see if you can get some information from them. I'd rather not try to stir up trouble. I don't want to make it seem like anything's going on, but if you could keep a low profile, that would be much appreciated. Osmond will pop in. I'll stay here and keep talking with the tavern keep. See if we can get some accommodations for the day, and however long our stay is. I'll let you three talk to some of the locals.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Sure thing.
Can I make a perception check to see if I see anyone, like, playing cards or anything? Or rolling dice or anything?
I mean, yeah, I'd say since you're not looking, wouldn't be very hard to see that.
Mhm.
I'd say you'd have advantage.
Okay. 18 both times. All right. So that's a 19.
Okay. You would notice that the lizard folk in the corner just down this way, they're not. They're just kind of eating, talking in Draconic, and just kind of all around minding their own business.
Mhm.
The dwarves off in this direction, they're not playing cards, but there's a lot of papers and stuff on the table. They seem to be arguing amongst themselves, you know, as dwarves do. And you can't see them from this direction, but you definitely saw him as you walked in. This group up here, there was 2 goblins, 1 orc, or half orc, and a very, very wealthy looking warforged.
Interesting. And what were they doing?
There was a lot of money on the table. There seemed to have been some sort of discussion about sales.
Ah, I see.
And the other elf that has been wandering about, red hair, she's currently fighting with the alehouse drake over a fork.
Ah.
Like trying to keep it away from him as he's gnawing on it.
I'd give her the help action. No, I give it to the drake.
All right. So what do you guys do?
I'm going to... Saz is immediately going to take this opportunity to scout out for anybody who has food on their table but is not paying attention to it.
Right.
Tharian is distracted again.
Beautiful. This is gonna go great.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
rolled
if
for
this
it.
isn't...
I rolled for it. This fucker's an idiot.
Oh, you know, I role-played for it. This is exactly what Spaz is doing. This is a place full of food. She smells it. She's going to look for it.
There's a lot of food on this table. There's some leftover scraps on this one that have yet to be cleaned. There's no food on the dwarves' table, and you didn't see any food on the table of the merchant when you walked in.
All right, so first things first, pocketing these scraps. If nothing else, there's my backup.
Okay, you get a half-eaten breadstick and a turkey leg that has...
Half-eaten breadstick.
Fuck yeah,
and a turkey leg that has almost no meat left on it.
Bones.
Mm-hmm.
The bones have flavor.
Make a good broth out of them.
There you go. I'm finger wagging in approval.
Doesn't translate over audio.
Alrighty. So, my next course of action... Oh, man, how do I do this? There's 5 of them. Would it be smarter to try and sneak underneath the table, or just kind of, like... Is there any real way to pull this off? I'm asking you.
I mean, you've got 5 sets of eyes that are all just kind of back and forth with each other. And they're all lizard folk.
Okay, this is happening. All right, so
I gave you your one meta hint for the night. They're all lizard folk.
Lizard boys!
What kind of weapons do they have on them?
Very primitive ones.
I
Stone
see.
spears and axes.
Interesting.
You can definitely tell they look more like hunters than warriors. Except for the one clad in like a wolf hood.
That strikes
He's
me
carrying a
as
very large axe.
Dang it.
In fact...
All right, so this is
Nope.
where...
He rolled really poor. He didn't notice you at all.
That's where you fucked up, buddy!
Stirring back and forth, hi, Nori here. You know what? We're gonna go for it. All right, I would like to try and snatch some food off of a plate. Wow, oh, you know what? Let's create a distraction. Yeah. That's a good idea.
I'm gonna roll for the other 3 because one rolled a 5, one rolled a 9.
Is this a light? Is this a light right over here?
It's an unlit candle right now. It's about midday.
Oh.
Okay, they all rolled absolute shit. Nobody rolled over a 10.
You told me that as I was just about to throw throw this book right here, right at this corner, same time try and reach over their shoulder, grab some food.
Stupidest thing. I love it so much.
Full on cartoon, throw over this book. Hey, what's that? Grab. What do I gotta roll for this? Is this sleight of hand? Is this stealth?
Are you saying, hey, what was that?
No, I'm not actually saying that. That's me vocalizing my gestures.
It would be sleight of hand.
Let's go. I'm not even proficient. Let's do it. I can't believe this. It's a nat 1. That's a nat 1. Personality. What personality talk?
This one right here, who is moving, she looks at you and in broken common, Whitefur is hungry?
Just nervously nods. With hands still reaching out for the food, just frozen in place.
The one next to her, and in the same broken common, then Whitefur eat. Whitefur is hungry, Whitefur eat.
Big old smile, snatch it up. Big old chomp, looking in approval.
Like, they're not even mad. Loki, lizard folk don't feel emotions.
Yeah, they are true neutral. They are the true neutral player race.
The whole concept of emotion is completely foreign to them.
They live the
understand.
lifestyle, hungry or dead.
Yeah, you are hungry. There is food. You eat.
Oh man, and I wasn't even considering that. Thank goodness for Sassy, because she's looking at these big old lizard dudes and like, oh man, they're gonna mess me up if they see me.
There is a lot of food here. It makes you wonder these, what look like just tribesmen, and how they're paying for it in a place like this that's on one of the most wealthiest roads in the region. I'll let you stew on that thought for a minute. Ericon, what are you up to?
Ericon has moved over to the bar, and he has brought his bottle of Fire Giant whiskey with him.
Okay. Marion is currently behind the bar, serving the portly drow and what looks like a fey person. And the other elf, whose name you have not yet gotten, is still fighting with the alehouse drake. She's currently trying to pry a fork out of the goddamn thing's mouth! And it's not working.
Ericon will just kind of scritch underneath the drake's chin.
Let me see how it responds. Roll animal handling.
You got it. 19.
Hey, Kobold, what is that noise that lizards make when they're happy?
It depends on the lizard. So, what is he? Just like a standard fat lizard?
He kind of looks like a big fat iguana. Smells faintly of beer.
Big fat,
I think it's like
big
a
fat iguana. Iguanas can purr.
Oh my god, I love it. It's amazing.
Well,
Iguanas
he is purring.
can purr. It is not very loud.
He is purring. You can kind of feel the vibration. You don't hear a whole lot, considering the bard is currently playing music like 15 feet away from you.
This is the bard.
Yep. Just some half-elf.
Does the drake release the fork?
Yeah, he just kind of relaxes a bit. And the other elf. Thank you. I don't know why, but he just loves to eat these things.
No problem. And Ericon will give a big old wink.
She'll give you a smile. But anyway, back to my job.
And
she dashes off.
He'll look to the other two at the bar. They both look like big burly men.
Yep.
So we're going to have big burly man time.
I am burly man. I'm also burly man.
Ah, yes, the burly in me recognizes the burly in you.
It's just that scene from Full Metal Alchemist where Armstrong and the other dude, they're just...
Bicep and pectoral muscle flex.
Exactly.
And then the hand grip.
And he'll just say, "Gentlemen, would you care to share in this whiskey with me? I hate to drink alone."
And the drow just kind of looks over his shoulder at you. And what is it that we might be drinking tonight?
To getting here safely and prosperity coming in.
The Fae at the other end of the bar. Yeah, I hear ya. I can drink to that.
Cheers.
Marion, 3 glasses, please.
And while we're waiting, we'll just say, "My name is Ericon. And who might you two be?"
I don't have names for them.
I see.
Give me 1 second.
Porter and
Use
Farrell.
the fantasy name generator. That's always
Shut
what
up,
I use.
Adby. Shut up, Adby. There we go. When Marion sets all 3 of the glasses, and they're big glasses, like we're talking almost beer stein size. She sets 3 of them on the counter. She recognizes 3 big burly men. The drow next to you looks at you. Name's Beloth. Arachon, was it?
That's correct.
And then the Fey-like guy at the other end. Hey, don't forget about me. Name's Twig.
Nice to meet you. Did you gentlemen get into any trouble getting here? Seems like there's been a bit of issue for some. Not that I imagine such strong specimens as yourself might have any issue, but...
Trouble? No. The only real trouble we have is just making sure we get here before all the spiced potatoes run out.
I hear that.
Isn't that right, Twig? Twig just starts laughing. I mean, unless you consider all the folk that get lost in the swamp. What is with that place? Why is it that people just have to go there?
Swamp, eh? I just
Yeah,
went down the Silver Road.
So a few miles out, you end up having to walk through a bit of a swamp. And if you stray off the path, you're likely to just slip and fall and die. It's mossy, it's muddy, it's wet. So what about you? What brings you here?
Oh, just traveling, seeing the sights on my way to new lands and new opportunities of prosperity. Traveling with my friends over there. Just kind of nods over the group. Well, I say friends. Companions. Acquaintances.
Associates. We've known each other for
They followed me from the last town. I couldn't stop them.
Eloth just kind of gives a hearty chortle at that and says, yes, but all good friends start with acquaintances. Even if a guy follows you back from the Feywild.
Or the Hells.
Now, we'll move over to Therian. Osmond and Otis are just kind of discussing the particulars of the job. Pricing, what the group's going to get paid. Otis has basically said that, yeah, lodging is going to be free. You guys are doing him a favor. You're potentially saving his business. So he's like, no, don't worry about lodging. Don't worry about food. It's fine. It's taken care of. I'd lose a lot more if my business went under. So what would you like to do?
I kind of want to see if I can... What is this bin filled with? It looks like glass bottles or books.
Books.
Tharian is going to go over there and... It's going to be really bad. But Tharian is going to attempt to look like he is reading a book when he kind of wants to listen in on these dwarves and maybe see what their papers are all about or what they're arguing about.
Okay.
Well, this went well.
So I'm going to roll deception, I guess, or performance?
Yep.
Doesn't matter, it's
Nope.
charisma. It's a
It would
flat
be
roll.
deception. Deception.
Deception, beautiful. Flat roll.
What is it?
I rolled 2.
Beautiful.
That's awesome.
So he picks
It's
up a
not
book.
it's not a
He
crit
picks up a
fail.
book and it's upside down.
Yes! Yes!
Like, it's totally clear his eyes are peering over the book cover
Hold the
and it's
book.
upside down.
Pull the Crantor.
I'm glad you said it and not me.
Oh,
I
that's...
forgot Crantor did that.
This is gonna be a reference for people to get in 10 weeks from the drop of this episode.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Make sure to
Wow.
watch Planeswalkers on this same channel.
Make sure to do that, people. Anyways, yes, you're reading
Yeah,
your
guys.
upside down book.
As you do, the book is upside down. You notice that the music has softened a little.
Oh no!
Standing right behind you is the bard, who gently just reaches around your arm, picks the book up, and turns it over.
That was the nicest reach around I've ever seen.
What?
They gave you a quick pat on the shoulder and go back. But the dwarves still rolled collective perception high enough to notice you. They know you're looking.
Damn it.
Gosh.
They're,
I gotta be in character, man.
Oh, gosh.
it seems they're discussing some form of a land contract.
God, I'm dying over here, guys. I'm dying. Fucking dead here. All right, you just like, well, that was really nice. The bard. I don't know why he turned my book upside down. Oh, well. It's like in his head. That's the process that's happening, and then out of embarrassment, he starts reading the book.
You hear the female dwarf in the back. You might as well just come on over. We know you're there, and we know you're listening. If you want to come over, come over. We're just discussing business.
Oh, thank God. And he just sets the book down and he scoots over.
I was gonna say
Hello.
huge GTA busted scene.
The red-robed dwarf. So what is it that strikes your fancy so, big fella?
Well, you see, I was just curious about all of these papers. And you all seem to be discussing something, and... Well, I'm just a curious fellow, and I'm not from around here.
The dark-skinned, black-haired dwarf over here.
The one without the hat.
Yeah. That dwarf mentions, well, the leader of our clan kind of went missing a while back. Not sure whatever happened to him, but he was in the process of trying to sell the rights to our mine. We have a coal mine a few miles down the road, and we were just discussing the terms, trying to come to an agreement before we try to settle with the merchant.
Oh, I see.
The red-beard one. What about you? What brings you down the Silver Road? We don't see many of your kind around here.
Oh, I happened to wander into a town not too far away, and I helped fight off some hyenas. Big ones. And, well, they started leaving for this town, and I thought, why not follow them? They seem like nice people. So now I'm here doing adventuring work with them.
Ah, adventurous.
At about as broad of a term as you can get, yes.
I've seen worse.
How would he ask this? Losing somebody in your clan is quite serious, especially an elder. Do you have any leads or clues?
Well, to be perfectly honest, not really. He was on his way here with a couple of warriors, and they were supposed to meet with the merchant, but they never arrived. We came here asking questions, and no one had ever seen him. So somewhere between there and here, vanished without a trace.
That is peculiar. I wish you good blessings and good luck.
Thanks, and may your adventures be fruitful.
Thank you. Gonna walk, and he's gonna go. You remind me of a very big dog.
And at that moment, we're going to pop back over to Spaz. You are happily gorging yourself on a heaping pile of food with 5 lizard folk.
Oh, yeah. And she's not at all thinking about the questions that she should be asking, but gorging on that food, she just kind of goes to stroll away. She's like, I should go ask people questions now. Oh, wait. I can ask you people questions. Anyone go missing?
Missing? Missing?
Yeah. Listen, like, disappear, like, they were there and now they're not?
You could tell they're trying to put 2 and 2 together. English is not their or I should say, common is not their native language.
Second, what's her other language? Oh, that's great. Spaz says the same thing. She's like, it says in Sylvan, anyone go missing?
In Sylvan?
Yeah.
Okay. This one, who leaps out of her chair, and in Sylvan responds, missing as in taken? Eaten? Killed?
Big rapid head nod. Just, there's a noise.
Many people go missing in swamp.
Oh.
People, you smooth skin go to swamp. They don't come back. It is home of family.
Home of your family?
Yes.
Are they the ones?
We not kill.
Okay.
We hunt swamp. We farm swamp. We exchange here food. But many other do not understand swamp. They make swamp angry. Or no, she wouldn't say that. She doesn't know what angry means.
Yeah, they disturb swamp.
Well, I don't know if she would understand the meaning of the word disturbed.
You're right.
I guess in a physical sense she would.
Alert?
Disrupt?
Wait, if they don't feel emotions, do they not feel fear?
No, they don't.
You just fight.
Wait, are they immune to fear effects?
I think they could be magically forced to feel it, but they wouldn't understand it.
That's actually really interesting.
That's a character moment waiting to happen.
She kind of... No, they underestimate swamp. Like cat who fight lion.
Oh. And she kind of just like lowers her. Okay, have you seen anything happen in the swamp to the people? She's trying to find her words. Now she's the one speaking broken tongue.
We recover body in swamp. Dead. Drowned under mud. And then she starts talking in Draconic to the rest of the group, saying if they got anything. The guy wearing the wolfskin hood, he kind of laughs a bit and then pops off with something in Draconic. Do you speak Draconic?
Nope.
Neither does Osmond.
The way I like to affectionately put it is Spaz speaks 1.5 languages, and she's speaking her half right now.
The orange one next to him kind of hits him in the chest, barks at him, and then looks at you. They fall. Head. Picks up a glass and kind of knocks it against her head. Water. No breathe water.
Yes. Spaz,
do you understand? Okay.
No, Spaz is kind of just like tucking her arms into herself with the food now. She's just kind of like, almost like she's cradling the food to keep it safe or something. Like, okay.
You know what? I'm going to have the one that speaks Sylvan roll something real quick. She's not very smart, apparently. She picks up an apple and kind of tucks it in there. Like, she sees you doing this and immediately thinks you must be starving. You must not have food. We have lots of food. You need food.
Yes, you have no idea. I wish you had access to Spaz's character sheet right now, so you could see one of her personality traits. I hide scraps of food and trinkets away in my pockets.
Nice. All right. Well, just to recap real quick, that people go missing in the swamp. They kind of underestimate how dangerous it actually is, and that often leads to them dying.
Yeah, the drowning part stuck out to her, so Spaz kind of like nods in fear and is gonna scoot her way over to us and she's like, hey, so look, I got food. Also, I found out some stuff, but I got food.
I could see that. What is it that you've found out? And before you answer, we're gonna go back to Ericon.
Yes. No, well, you just fill in Osmond as that's happening.
Yeah.
So there I was in the arena, and there was this little, I don't know, kobold, I guess, that tried to get me off and had a crossbow and everything. Thought he was hot. But, I wasn't about to let that winning streak of 12 years go by. But, that's another story. Anyway.
12 years. That's impressive. I've seen some of the most mighty drow warriors barely hold on to 5.
I've faced some drow before. They're tricky. They're always have some extra thing to get the edge. But I've taken them all down anyway.
Truly a mighty warrior you are.
I've had my moments.
I just love that your conversation has nothing to do with what's actually going on.
Yes!
Oh no, it's fine. We're just burly men.
And so Beloff kind of just leans in. You guys have had a couple drinks by now. By the way, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And for Twig, Twig's doing a little better.
That's going to be a 17.
17, you're fine. Beloff, not so much.
Did I roll? I've only been doing wine, but
Nah,
I will.
I'd say you've had so little that it's not much of an issue.
Okay.
Beloff kind of leans in. So tell me, Ericon, what do you think about this rumor mill that people are going missing? Surely you don't put any stock into that.
I've heard whispers here and there. I'm not worried myself, mind you. But you know how it goes with the people.
Yes, some of these merchants, they get so flighty at the slightest rumor that their massed wealth might be at risk, and so they immediately ensconce themselves in their towers.
Well, to me, that sounds like something someone might encourage to monopolize the market, as it were. Get an edge on the competition.
You know, you might be onto that. Hey, Twig, what do you say? How about you and I, we go start asking some of these merchants if they've got any shady business. And Twig's like, hey Beloff, I think you've had a little much here, buddy. Why don't we get you back to the camp? Yeah, let's head back to camp.
Camp, huh? Where are you camped out?
We're camped just a little bit down the road. The rest of our trading caravan's there. We decided to pop in, just kind of take the edge off of the road. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. After being on the road all day, absolutely. We always want to take a load off.
But anyway, it's been wonderful drinking with you, Ericon. And I'll let you know if I hear any back from these potential rumors of merchants trying to lock things down.
He'll just raise a glass and wink.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. One last round. Beloff. Yeah!
Yeah.
Beloff falls to the floor.
I coup de grace.
He rolled a 3. He is hammered.
Trash.
Toasty.
You dare question
Very.
my arena victories.
All right.
He'll help Twig get him into the camp.
Well,
Or
they're
if it's
leaving.
closed.
Oh, yeah, it's not close. You would know it's a good few hundred feet down the road.
Never mind, I'm not charitable.
And they make their way out.
This was my plan all along.
Now you are the biggest and the burliest.
Yes, and I drank them under the table and got information. He'll head back over to the table and just relay what he found out to Osmond. So it seems that the swamp is what's dangerous, it seems, and it might be growing, potentially. And the merchants are uneasy, but all trying to make a show that they're not scared, it seems.
I'm not very good at this. Just Darian. He just kind of lowers his head. Not very good at this part.
I am! Raises all her food in glory.
How did you pay for all that food?
I took it, and they
Oh.
let me, pointing at the lizard folk.
Oh.
Otis
Let's
chimes
stay.
in. Yeah, the lizard folk. kind folk. A bit odd when it comes to, feelings. They tend to just kind of give you funny looks, but they're good folk. When it comes to the swamp, nobody knows it better than them. But come, Therian, surely you had to have heard something. I saw you talking to the dwarves over there.
I did find out that those dwarves over there are selling their mine.
Really? So they're moving to sell.
As far as I can tell.
That's...
Oh, and their chief, their elder, one of their elders, just poof, vanished. They have no leads. So that's weird.
Yes, that might be part of where this rumor started coming from. They had came in here a couple weeks ago asking if we had seen him. I haven't seen the elder in a good couple of years now.
Oh, it's been that long.
Well, you know how dwarves do things. Slowly and stubbornly.
I do know one that is very much like that, yes.
So, did that
Osmond-
dwarf's elder not take the swamp too seriously? Because that's what the lizard folk said. When they don't take the swamp too seriously, they disappear.
They didn't really provide very many details, as well as I didn't really think to ask about the swamp. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it seems like the swamp is a real dangerous person. We should avoid them.
You mean the area?
I'm sorry?
A swamp is a place.
It is?
Oh yes, humid, mud, sinkholes,
But the lizard-
vines, pesky insects sometimes. A forest but wet and hot.
Ew!
Though, if you collect the right mud and purify it, mud baths are quite fine. Very good for your skin.
There better be some
Oh, yes.
champions there
Open
to
up the forest.
fight. That sounds gross.
I've heard of things called hags and witches. Sometimes they often reside in swamps. I do not know if there is a hag or witch champion, but I've heard many a tale of many a glorious hero slaying such creatures. I have no idea what they are.
You hear with your ear, not your tail.
Oh, a tale is another word for a story.
What?
But a tall tale is a false story.
Wow, that's crazy. I should learn how to read so I can understand stories better.
Well, you can always hear them. Like, listen to the bard over there.
I
There are
don't know,
plenty
they're
of
making a
places
lot
where
of
you
weird
could learn.
noises with that tool.
It's an instrument.
Yeah, that thing.
That's how they convey their story.
Do you not know what music is?
It's weird noise, right? Some people like it.
You just haven't found your genre yet.
It
There's
hurts
all
my
types
ears.
of music. Oh, well, I'm sorry. There's all types of music. You might like something a bit softer and quieter. I know a very lovely woman who plays a lovely harp.
Hard.
It is, he, takes out some parchment and he uses his, he takes out a quill and ink from his satchel and he, starts drawing what a harp looks like. It's this. And it sounds very... If I were to describe it, most of the time when she plays it, it feels calming. But I don't know what it would sound like to you, since you seem not to be a music person.
Yeah, it's weird. Just like kind of dismissing. Yeah, it's weird. But what's even weirder is that the lizards talked about the swamp like it was a person.
Did they imply that the swamp is alive? Perhaps
Yeah,
a guardian spirit?
maybe. You can ask them if you want. I don't know, they're big and scary.
The lizards?
Yeah. They're not.
Looks over to the lizards. How tall is the tallest one?
Probably about the same height as Osmond. About 7.5 feet tall.
So they're on par with Therian then.
Keep in mind,
Oh, yeah.
Spaz is like 4'10".
Oh
Wait,
wow,
crossing
you're
the
almost
streams, I
half of Therian's height.
And as you guys are discussing, you'll notice that the sun is going down. Otis says, I've arranged some rooms for you on the second floor. Why don't you all go ahead and rest for the night? I'll have some dinner arrangements made, and I'll have Marion bring up food to your room.
It's very kind of you, my friend.
Believe me,
Maybe-
you're the one doing the kindness here.
How much food?
And maybe another bottle of this whiskey. It's delicious.
I'll see if I can find some more. I know we've got some in the basement. I'll,
Appreciate it.
If this is the case, then rest is very important.
indeed. You all must be weary from the road anyway, so go on. Baths will be provided as well. We've got a bathhouse just down the road, and I've already made arrangements with the owner.
If there's one thing that Father taught me, is cleanliness is closest to godliness.
Okay. So the sun is beginning to set. You guys have been given rooms. You are all free reign to choose your rooms appropriately.
Do you see the rooms?
Yes,
Oh,
scroll
there
to
we
the
go.
bottom
Yes,
of
we
the
do.
map.
I see. Eracon's taking the big room. The big bed.
The big room with the double bed belongs to Otis. You can't take that one. You can,
share
however,
it with him.
Oh.
I'll take this one then.
Ooh. Tharian would just be like, I think I'll take this one if you don't mind.
Specifically, this little bed in this double.
I love
bedroom.
that. But you push the two beds together because you are cat
Even better, yes.
and want all space, but you only take up a small corner of it.
Only a small corner of the one, but I still
And
push both
then
together.
you stretch out the second somebody wants to use the bed.
so as you guys begin to get, comfortable and situated with your rooms, Marion comes by and she brings you all a dinner: spiced potatoes, some venison steak that's been seared and braised, some nice
This is
wine.
delicious.
Ericon is getting his whiskey instead of the wine, of course.
Here's great mistake.
There's a nice vegetable medley in there as well. And you all head off to bed. And I would like each of you to roll a straight d20.
I do.
Okay.
Metal gold die.
That's going to be a
19.
15.
19.
I'm gonna use...
Awesome.
Where's my old dice? Oh, well, I cannot find it. I will use the metal dice. That would be an 11.
Okay. What did you get, Advi?
19.
And Astro?
15.
Tharian,
Oh, no.
you're not sleeping very soundly.
Oh, that sounds like him.
You are... It's light. It's kind of fitful. The music and the sound of the tavern kind of dies out. The night is very quiet. You don't have any windows in your room, and it's kind of dark. But you hear from downstairs a crash of what sounds like ceramic or clay drinkware hitting the ground, followed by a shriek.
Immediately grabbing the shield and halberd, I'm running out.
And I'm going to bring you over to this map.
And you-
Tharian wants to be, like his father's. He wants to be legendary, be a hero.
You
He's
are...
grabbing his shit and he's running.
So, on the map, if you scroll to the bottom, you should be able to find your character.
Oh, I see him.
You'll be in the room. Each room has a little light.
Okay.
You open the door and move.
Yes.
Your door is open.
Did he hear exactly where it's coming from?
It came from downstairs.
Okay.
Like, you would know it came from downstairs.
So the staircase was, like, if you're looking at the map, it's towards his left, right?
Left, right. Are you going to go downstairs?
Yes, immediately.
Okay. I will move you. The firelight is a bit dim. Moonlight is coming in through the windows.
Mm-hmm.
You see the other elf with the red hair, the one whose name you didn't get. And standing in front of her is a human man.
Uh-huh.
You have not seen this human man before. He was not there in the tavern earlier today.
Okay, so immediately, if I may, I would like to cast a spell.
Dispel what? Dispel
Entangle.
magic? Oh, a spell. Okay.
Yes. I'd like to cast Entangle, please.
Before you do that, I want you to make a quick perception check on the
Okay.
elf girl.
The elf. Oh, thank God. Okay, that's a 23 perception.
23? She's
Yes.
happy. She is like ecstatically happy.
Happy?
You know that look that somebody gets when they see their significant other for the first time in like a year?
Oh.
Exactly. She's got tears rolling down her face, and she's just very happy to see him. Almost like she thought he was dead. And they're speaking
roll-
very... Go ahead.
Could I roll an insight on that? Like, is this specifically the choked up version of holy shit, you are supposed to be dead?
I will let you roll insight on that.
Okay, because that will definitely put a different spin on this. Oh boy. Oh my god, nat 20! Oh my god! On my Metal Gear dice! Oh, That's a 24
With
total.
a 23 perception and a nat 20 insight. What languages do you know?
I speak Common, Minotaur, and Sylvan.
They're speaking in
and
Elven.
Druidic.
Oh, well, okay. They're speaking in Elven.
Ah, shit.
But you can definitely tell.
Okay.
You could tell somehow, in some way, he's not supposed to be able to be here. Like, something happened. She's very just... The gods are willing this person to still be here.
Okay, hold on here. What level am I? What's the highest level spell I can cast? Okay, cool. Okay. Detect magic requires verbal and somatic. Can I roll a stealth check to cast detect magic very quietly?
I'll let you roll a stealth check to do the verbal components quietly.
I'm not good at stealth, but here we go. Okay, this is not terrible. It's literally middle of the road. 10.
The boy turns around.
Ah, shit.
He heard you whispering and just kind of turns around. Damn it.
Does my spell
Just
go
had to get
off?
calm. Oh yeah, it does.
Is he glowing like a motherfucker?
Not really, but you can feel necromancy.
Oh. He was either,
Wait,
just brought back, maybe?
But you feel it from two other places as well.
Oh, shit.
You sense it coming from this direction, from where the dwarves were, and this direction, where the Warforged merchant and goblins were.
Okay.
And before you have a chance to do anything, he goes, nothing for it, I guess. Boys!
Just Therian. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
What do you do? Do you go get your friends?
Therian? What can I do to be a bitch? Okay, I'm gonna look in those general directions and just go, uh-oh. And he's gonna think what the best possible strategy could be, and the best possible strategy is alerting his new comrades. So he takes his halberd, and he takes his shield, and he slams them together and casts Thunder Wave at first level.
Okay.
It's less about pushing the stuff away, because there's nobody close to me that I can see. If there is somebody close to me, fuck you. In addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the 15-foot radius are automatically pushed 10 feet away, and the spell emits a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet.
Okay.
So that is what I do to immediately alert everybody that shit's going down.
Everybody is awake. I will open your bedroom. Oh, not that door.
Beeline agility, dash action.
And
Yes, let's go.
160 feet.
And Therian.
The Tabaxi main flexes once more.
Therian.
Yes.
You notice coming around, well, I don't know if you can see it from where you are, actually.
If
Never
it
mind.
helps, the next thing I was going to do was cast Dark Vision on myself.
Well, it's not that, it's line of sight.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Are you able to pick me up and drop me in the tavern?
Yes, I just wanted to move those. Okay. Racing literally right past you onto the tavern floor is Spaz. And you come down to that site.
Therian immediately just has a mini heart attack, just
Oh no, I dash up
you.
right behind you, right here on this one. I wouldn't actively remove myself. I want to see where the noise came from. I don't want to run to it.
Oh, okay. Therian is then going to stand at the ready, look towards the elven woman, and ask in common, "What are they doing? This is necromancy."
The human man in the robe, he just looks at her. You trust me, right? You absolutely trust me. After all, it's me.
I don't like that at all.
I'm gonna have her make a quick roll. Sorry.
Wait,
You're a newcomer.
can I try one last thing to persuade her?
I would say that it's too late for that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay. Ericon, what are you doing? You are fully awake now. There was a thunderous blast that came flying through this entire building.
Yeah, after hearing that and opening his door just to see the white blur that is Spaz.
This was her coming
and
down the
Osmond
stairs.
right there outside his door. He'll wander out.
There seems to be some trouble downstairs. You notice Osmond is still fully armored.
Mental note of that for later. He'll just crack his knuckles and said, well, let's get to work then.
I'll take up the rear, by all means, after you.
One more, and then we're good to go. That's awesome. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to have a turn order up. Why don't you all
Oh no.
roll initiative?
No!
Okay.
Yes.
Oof.
And
Okay.
Oh, there's a
Hilariously
lot
enough, an 11 initiative, because +1.
and I will add your turn so you can set your initiatives.
Oh, good.
I would like to ask, would I have technically been still entirely for one full turn?
I would say because you didn't actually move the entire movement of what it would allow if you had used it to double dash. A single dash would have given you enough movement that you wouldn't have had to use that to get where you are. So you'd still have it available to you.
Okay.
Is what I'll say.
I'm down with that, thank you.
If you had fully moved like a full 160, then it might be the other way. But because you hadn't fully moved, I think even 80, you're fine.
What is Tharian's dexterity modifier?
Probably not as high as yours.
I only have a +3. You know what? I say only, but a +3 is pretty respectable, honestly. 5e.
Okay, so the first one here, he's just gonna turn. He's gonna start talking to her. Leah, baby, listen, it's me. You're gonna trust these outsiders over me? Like, really? Come on. There's somebody I want you to meet, and that'll be his turn.
There is a lot of hate.
That's the intent. Ericon, you're up.
Okay, so is there like a railing on this or like a wall on these stairs, or is it just like open stairs?
There is a banister, yes. But you can all, and she rolled another 5 to resist his charms. Okay. There is a banister. You can also move through allied spaces if you want.
Yeah, but that's no fun. I want to vault the banister.
Okay.
And it's strength plus what for that, right?
No, I'm just gonna. I mean, I guess you could roll an athletics to see if you can do it when you use your move.
Sure, why not? It's gonna be at 25. Thank God, +8.
Oh yeah, you.
Great, now I can see. Yep. Okay. I hear what's going on, right?
You see a red-bearded dwarf, a very snarky-looking human, and then the robed figure who is speaking to the gal you were flirting with not a couple hours ago.
But I didn't hear any of the conversation, right? And
he was speaking fairly quietly, and all of the conversation leading up to this point, you did not. You were asleep until the thunder wave.
I see. In good conscience, I can't meta. Maybe, can I do an insight on the group? Group insight, is that a thing?
Sure.
Okay. So I don't know what's happening yet in character. 16.
Okay. So, definitely feels a bit standoffish.
Is there trouble here? And he's gonna hold his action. Actually, he'll move up here and say, is there trouble going on here? Actually, he'll go here just to separate them. And hold his action in case he is attacked. He will attack as well.
Okay. By the way, did you notice the naming for these three?
I can't actually see their names.
They should be on the turn order.
Nope, they're blank.
They're blank?
You probably have to.
Nothing.
You have to give double permission.
Huh? Oh, that's good to know. Because I'm gonna have.
Yes.
There's unsavory patron. Disgruntled patron I see on the turn order. I do not see from my perspective, of course.
Disgruntled.
Perturbed patron. This is
Abby
gold.
the only one that could see
Disgruntled.
I love this
perturbed.
so much.
And together we are the Kevin Force.
Anyway, Spaz, you're up.
She is. Alright, she's gonna peek over and kind of watching the situation, genuinely not understanding the context of the situation. So yeah, I'm just going to say, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to hold my action to dash to the safest area should I get attacked.
So you're just going to hold in case you get attacked?
Yes. Spaz.
And we come around to Therian. You've seen a lot of what's going on. 2 more of these people came out from behind other places. Although I don't think from where you're at you can see them.
He's gonna 5, 10, 15.
You can certainly see him now.
I actually cannot.
Is it because lighting?
Yes, that must be it.
Okay. But this unsavory patron, you saw everything that happened.
Therian is going to look to the elven woman. He's going to put down his halberd, dropping the halberd. He's going to hold up his hands, and he's going to say, "Ma'am, I mean no disrespect to whatever you may have lost or felt for this individual, but there is necromantic magic emanating from those corners of the tavern, as well as faintly from him. And I'm going to attempt a persuasion check. For your best interest, I believe you should step away."
I will have her roll an insight. Go ahead and roll your persuasion.
Because he is genuinely concerned. It is a flat roll. But I have proficiency. 19 persuasion.
And she rolled a 13 insight. She looks confused and doesn't quite seem to understand. And then it clicks. She heard, the rumors of people going missing. She goes to take a step back, and he is going to attempt to reach out and grapple.
Oh, this fucker.
Grapple Leah or grapple Eric?
No, I should have took that.
Grapple her, Leah.
I see.
Versus...
Does that trigger the move action held by Spaz?
No, because Spaz specifically said...
Yes, Spaz was going to run away from being attacked, not... Yeah.
Okay.
She is cowardly, not valiant.
The unsavory patron reaches out and literally grabs her by the arm.
Does any magic flare up at all?
No. You're still feeling the same sense of necromancy from the 3 of them.
Okay, so is there any difference between the potency or the way the necromancy works?
Nope.
Nothing else is magical that I can see, right?
I mean, no.
Okay.
You might feel a little magical twinge when the alehouse drake burps, but other than that, you're fine. Sorry, I had to lighten the mood there.
No, I love that. Okay. I don't like this motherfucker.
You've moved. You've used your action to try to persuade.
Okay.
You've got your bonus action left.
I'm going to use my bonus action to use my wild shape to call forth my wildfire spirit again. My boy Cerberus. I can summon him within 30 feet. Awesome. So I'm gonna summon him right here in this pitch black darkness.
Okay.
And in a 20-foot radius. What if there is something there? It needs to make a dex save versus him bursting into flames and appearing.
There's your boy.
Oh!
There's your boy.
Who's a good boy? Get fucked, both of you.
Okay. They both need to make dex saves.
Yes.
Okay, they're good at that.
DC is equal to my spell save DC, which is 15.
Okay. So
only 2d6 fire damage though.
So the one standing completely adjacent to him, the disgruntled one, is fine.
Okay.
He rolled a 19.
Oof. Lucky man.
The bearded dwarf, on the other hand, rolled an 8.
Awesome. So the first one's gonna take half, unless he has something to take none, like a rogue thing or whatever. Woo! Let's go! 2 4s. That is 8 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And
your wildfire elemental is out?
Yes, and because he is now out, he takes his turn immediately after mine. Which is perfect. I love him.
You should be able to see them.
So I'm going to have him move 5 feet here so that he's next to both of them.
Okay.
I then say something in Minotaur, my home language.
Minotaur.
It just sounds like a bunch of gruffs and bovine sounds.
You'd swear Kratos knows Minotaur.
He knows Galatar.
Really?
No, they don't have it.
And I'm going to have little Cerberus do fiery teleportation. Now, these two aren't willing, but that doesn't fucking matter. Because, he's not teleporting them. He's just doing an AoE to fuck them. So, he is going to teleport 15 feet to an unoccupied space here. And as he leaves, within 5 feet of the space the spirit left must succeed on a dex saving throw against my spell save DC or take 1d6 plus proficiency bonus fire damage.
So they each need to make another dex save?
Yep, another DC 15 dex save.
Oh, I've got bad news for you.
They both succeed?
So the one who succeeded last time nimbly dodges out of the way.
He doesn't take any damage?
I don't know what... do you take half on a succeed?
Yes.
So he'll take half.
Okay.
The bearded dwarf there, he's kind of caught between two stools, so he's not looking too good. He definitely did not succeed again.
Okay, well, lucky me, I rolled max damage. So that is a 6 plus my proficiency bonus of 3. So cut in half, that would be 4 for the one who succeeded, and a full 9 for the one that failed.
Okay. Anything else you wish to do?
I believe that's everything I can do. Tharian is going to keep his spear on the ground, but keep his shield ready. He's going to look towards the lady and say, "We're here to help you."
And in response, that dwarf that you just singed, "Damn my beard! Help yourself, you bastard! The lady's coming with us whether you want her to or not." And he reaches behind him and pulls out a morning star.
Tharian just smiles. "I have seen more intimidating tadpoles from where I come from."
And he is going to stand between you and your fire elemental, and he's going to look at you. Mm-hmm. He just gets this sick look on his face, just this smile of really, and he's going to swing that morning star. But as he does a complete 180 and he aims for the elemental.
Oh, okay.
And that one.
Get fucked.
The elemental thinks he's playing fetch and tries to grab it.
His armor class is 13. He's not that hard to hit.
And the funny thing is, he has a +5 to hit, too. So he wouldn't have needed to roll very high to hit.
Dude, you could have rolled an 8 and still hit my dog.
So I'm going to ask you, Kobold.
Uh-huh.
Would you like to roll severity?
I would love to. How do you roll it? A D20 or a D100?
D100, of course.
The only true way to do it. I'm going to use my metal D100.
Like, who doesn't want to use percentile dice any chance they get?
That is 60 on the severity.
Have your little Cerberus pup roll a quick athletics check.
Oh no, he has a +2 to con and intelligence increase. Oh, look at all that. But anyway, flat roll. Natural 20. I'm not fucking
Natural 20?
kidding.
Okay,
Jesus
pick
Christ.
left or right.
Left?
Left. The left head is now holding the morning star.
Good boy.
The good boy disarmed him.
He got a stick.
Yeah.
Tharian just goes, "Oh, look at that boy. Found a stick."
Stock dog panting noises.
You just hear,
dog.
it's dog panting, except it's also combined with the crackling of fire and drool of lava.
Well, he is going to make an attack barehanded against the dog to get his morning star back.
Yeah, go
but
ahead, motherfucker.
He's not proficient in that and rolled a 10.
I like to think the fucking dog just goes, and he just goes, "Alright, fucking fine."
It'll be Osmond's turn. He will move. That is 5 movement.
Fuck you, Baltimore.
And he's going to move here.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't see any of that. But he sees... He sees little Cerberus boy holding a morning star. Where did he get that? You know what? I'm not going to ask. And he's going to use his action to basically just ask you, since, he saw the white blur that is Spaz go flying by and was there with Ericon. He's assuming you were already down here. He's going to ask you, what's going on?
"We found a lead on the kidnappings. These dwarves are trying to kidnap that young elf lady. They're using necromancy."
Noted. Yep, that's it. It's time for the disgruntled patron, who is...
"Come at me, bro."
You see him just kind of get a cocksure smile on his face. pulls out a scimitar and a dagger. And he's going to...
Swing at the pup.
He's going to swing at the pup.
AC is 13.
That is a 24 to hit with the scimitar.
Well, considering that's 11 higher than his AC, yes.
For 5 slashing, and then kind of pirouettes and comes back around with the dagger held backwards and goes to stab your pupper with a...
Joke's on you. That only makes him more excited to play.
I'm assuming a 9 does not hit.
No!
Okay.
I wish he could. That would be nice. Chomp.
It's Leah's turn.
He's got your club. He's got your dagger.
So it is Leah's turn, and she is currently grappled and very confused. 13's not bad. She kind of senses the hostility coming from these guys and tries to break the grapple. So I need to roll contested strength checks. She fails miserably, and it's his turn. I guess there's nothing for it then.
You said that like 3 times, you bastard!
He pulls out a short sword with his other hand and goes to attack Ericon with it.
I think you're making a mistake.
He doesn't know that. Does
the almost naked half-orc might trip you up, so...
Does a 23 hit?
Yes, it does.
You take 7 slashing, and he has multi-attack, and that's a 20. Soft 20, not a nat 20.
Still hits.
And that one is only 5 slashing.
Total 12, okay.
And I believe you said you held your action in case you got attacked?
Correct.
And guess who just got attacked?
And it was the unsavory patron that attacked me, or what?
The one currently using his other hand to hold on to Leah.
Perfect. All right, so Ericon's orange and purple tattoos start glowing as he channels his mystic energy into himself. Nope, that's not the right one. Oh, yeah, Iron Fist. There we go. Hits him with an Iron Fist.
Okay. Roll to hit.
It's going to be a 22.
You connect
I'd hope so.
pretty hard.
9 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to make it a rock-shattering fist, so that's going to be... Let's make it a 2nd level. So that's going to be 3d6 more. 9, so 21 points of damage already.
Okay. He kind of just...
Just punch him right in his fucking face. Just cave it in.
He's got a little trickle of blood coming down his mouth. He lets go of Leah's arm.
Good.
That's what we want.
By the way, Ericon,
Mm-hmm.
it's your turn.
I'm gonna do it again. It's going to be a 24.
Oh, yeah, you hit.
All right, so
That was
that's going to be...
whack.
Okay, 10. Great. And we're going to do it again. The rock-shattering fist, I mean. 4, 2, 6. That is 12. So 22 more points of damage.
He is bloodied. Like, he is not looking very good.
Good. And that'll be a turn then.
Spaz, you just saw this patron grab the only other girl in the room. You saw the other two try to attack this fiery pupper with 3 heads. A fiery goodest boy.
Yeah, so definitely, it immediately has my attention. Wait, what's going on? Peeks around. Wait, what? That's a friendly pump. So yeah, honestly, wow, this was interesting to Spaz. This is aggression. Now she can punch things. So, it's gonna run over. Instead of punching, she's gonna pounce right onto the perturbed pitch. Is going straight up pounce. I would like to make a grapple check.
A grapple check?
Yes.
Okay. Contested against his athletics.
She's
Okay.
immediately just pounced like full fours onto chest. Oh, no.
What is your roll?
That was an 11.
It's a 13. You leap at him to try to latch onto his chest. He just kind of grabs you and pushes you to the ground. You manage to catch yourself so you're not knocked prone, but it failed.
All right. And instead, we're just going to take a second chance. Action surge. And we're going to start, and we're just going to swipe. Try to catch himself on feet. Just going to pounce up again, swipe right at the face. The stupid face. Oh, that's going to hit. Yeah, 23 is going to hit, right?
23 is gonna hit.
Yeah. Angry cat noises, slams on ground, pounces right back up, slashes across the face, and just with the other claw is gonna come from underneath because extra attack. Oh, that's not. It ain't to hit.
You go to swing on that. You hear, not with your ears, not in your head, but through the whole of your being, in a language you've never heard before. a War God's Blessing.
Oh, shit! Let's fucking go!
You can't understand what it says, but your hand instinctively moves, and you connect.
Let's fucking go with an 18 slash up the second gun. I should probably roll the damage for these 2 attacks. So I shall, before we move on to the bonus action. First damage, that's a lot. That's going to be 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
And the other one's going to be 6 slashing damage. I'm going to key point bonus action flurry of blows. I like the Sasa. I'm going to continue it. Third attack. Let's go. That's going to be a 21.
21 hits.
21 hits. Let's roll that damage again. Is the third one. Just swipe for the jugular this time. We got Savage Spaz on the case, so that's going to be 9 slashing damage.
He is definitely bloodied now.
And
you're mauling this guy.
And for the final attack, look, glance over at Ericon, balls up the fist. It's in that one. I just have to soak this in for a second. I love how it's like, as soon as Spaz is feeling herself and wants to flex because she remembers when Ericon killed the giant hyena in the one punch, she wanted to try and punch instead of slash. And then, of course, as I flavor that, the dice rolls onto the 1. I cannot with RNGesus today. I tell you what.
Can I make a perception check to see if I saw that or not?
I mean, you're close enough. You're kind of faced the other direction.
Yeah.
You probably heard it. You're hearing angry cat noises and then thunk.
You heard the whiff. You just heard the pure
angry
whiff
yelling.
in it. Aw, she was getting so zapped. She even got the War God's Blessing. Ah, darn it.
The
Spaz
high severity is worse. It's a 43, so you're under 50.
Okay. All right. So
It's not so bad that you like fall prone or break your wrist or something. You're good.
lovely. Alrighty then. Well, that was all that I could do, and so that shall be my turn.
And so Therian, you're up. You just saw this dwarf boy. First he had his weapon robbed by your pup. And then Spaz just freaking went complete blender on this guy. He is currently unarmed and bleeding.
Wonderful. I'm just gonna use my action. I think. Let me double check here what I've got. Cool. Yay. Awesome. So, tell me, if I were to fire a cone, I could avoid hitting Spaz, right?
That depends on the direction you fire the cone.
If I fired the cone like this way.
So if you were to do something like this,
Yes.
then yes, your wildfire elemental would be caught in the blast. Should it, not be immune to whatever you're doing.
Oh wow, it's almost like you read my mind.
Castor's a friendlier DM than I am. I wouldn't show you how the cone is. I'd be like, figure it out. Hope you don't miss.
I could figure it out. It'd just take me I pointed it out. We'll do a 2nd level burning hands. Each creature, 15-foot cone, dex save, or get fucked.
Just want to imagine it said that. You really did catch me off guard. I was so ready for you to read out the whole thing, so I was just settling in for the read, and you got me off guard. That was good.
So because it is 2nd level, that's going to be 4d6, DC 15 dex save, in the 15-foot cone. Any flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried also catch fire, by the way.
There's a whole lot of wood here.
Oh yeah. No, you're gonna burn this place to the ground.
I never said that he was smart.
Never a spouse, but she don't like fire. Why you think she's...
His intelligence is a -1.
Okay.
Big same. Big same. I can't even read.
So, great news. The goodest boy is immune to fire. Oh, I forgot.
Is the bar.
Since this is a fire spell, at 6th level, my enhanced bond, whenever I cast a spell that deals fire damage or restores hit points, while my wildfire spirit is summoned, I can add a d8 to the roll. So let's grab a nice pretty d8 that I totally have. That is 20 points of fire damage.
So
I say, goddamn.
you've
Cut in
heard
half to 10 if they succeed.
you've heard this story before. The perturbed patron, he's not the most dexterous boy. Apparently, he failed again. But the tall black-haired one,
Again, dodges gracefully.
yep.
I hate that one.
I really like how disgruntled he is. Because
Thought
he's
maybe
not
you've heard this
perturbed,
one
he's more on
before.
point.
A
He's
Minotaur, a
just
Catman, and a
gruntled.
orc burned down a bar.
So, after my turn, my good boy goes. So, what I'm going to have him do that same thing again. He's going to fiery teleport.
Do bear in mind that will hit you and Spaz.
Oh, that's right, it's 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then, let's see. Is there a penalty for doing this? There's a penalty for doing close ranged attacks, right? Because unfortunately, the only other attacking move he has is a ranged attack.
What is the ranged attack?
Flame Seed. Ranged attack, ranged weapon attack, your spell attack modifier to hit, range 60 feet, one target you can see, hit 1d6 plus proficiency bonus, fire damage, and that's all it says.
Yeah, unfortunately, it would be made at disadvantage.
Okay. Well, let's see, is there anything else he can do? Nothing that wouldn't be better. Yeah, he can't... I can cast spells through him, but I would have to use my action to do that, because he can't cast them. So...
And you already did to use Burning Hands.
Yup. So that's a 18 and a 15 on the die. So the 15 plus my spell attack modifier, 22 to hit.
Who you hitting?
The one that's been fucked.
Well, he's about to get further fucked because you hit.
Yes. D6 plus proficiency. Okay. That is 8 more points of fire damage to him.
He is definitely not looking the best. He's less bloody now. Those wounds have been cauterized.
He's just going to look to them and say, "The lowest hells wait for you, and I will escort you there." I think I want Therian to move closer to the savory patron.
The unsavory patron.
Sorry.
He is quite
See, it says savory, so I think it's hilarious.
Because Eracon's over the top of it.
5, 10,
Oh man, that's great.
He might be delicious. We don't know.
15,
Whoa.
20.
Whoa.
Is
I'm
he a
gonna
snack?
go.
I don't know.
I'm gonna move 20 feet and take the attack of opportunity from the perturbed. Bleh, the
Okay.
perturbed
A
patron.
perpetual patron.
Fucking hell!
He's always here.
The perpetual patron.
Also, Spaz, in case you haven't used your reaction, if you have Sentinel, he is trying to use an attack of opportunity on me, which triggers your Sentinel.
I appreciate that, but I do not have sense.
I do. Is he in range of me?
Oh, maybe that's where I heard it. I thought I
Yeah.
knew one of you said you had
Oh,
Sentinel.
yeah, no.
My bad. I
So,
thought Spaz.
It's
Okay.
5 feet, right?
Oh.
It's whatever. Sentinel doesn't have a range. It's whatever your attack range is.
Oh, no, it says 5 feet.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, it
Never mind.
does. But
So,
I
Therian.
was within 5 feet, if that helps.
well, he rolled a nat 1.
Oh shit, again?
Oh, damn.
Again.
I'm gonna
Would
roll
you like to roll
severity if
severity?
you would let me again.
Roll severity.
Come on, Cerberus, bite him in the ass and kill him.
Yeah. Fucked him up. Ruining his life.
That's a 55.
A 55.
55.
Have it make an improvised attack with disadvantage.
Improvised attack, disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Define improvised, so no proficiency?
Yeah.
No proficiency.
Okay. No proficiency.
Makes a strength
Does this
check.
add dexterity or strength at all?
Nope. Nope. It's
Okay, so
well,
this is just a flat roll.
No,
then.
add your strength.
Okay, my strength or its strength?
Its strength.
It has a strength score of 0, unfortunately.
Oh no. Flat roll time, let's go, RNG.
So it's
So that's a 13 on the flat roll.
Your wildfire elemental kind of just he flips around, and you don't know how he learned how to do it, but he's using the Morning Star. Tries to hit the patron, but the patron kind of blocks with a shield. The goodest boy is trying.
I am going to have Sif on fucking summon. I'm going to be Greek Minotaur Artorias.
Yo.
It's now the perturbed patron's turn, and
Go fuck yourself, mate.
he's been disarmed, he's been singed, he's been mauled, he's not having a good day.
He's been attacked by a wildfire
out.
elemental with his own weapon.
He wants the fuck out. Hey, Spaz.
Yeah.
He rolled. I just did a wisdom check to see if he could, maintain the ability to fight. He rolled another nat 1. He's gonna bail. He's gonna use his entire movement and then take the dash action. You get an attack of opportunity.
Oh yes, I do.
Oh, could I ask a question?
Yes.
Does my... It doesn't say it has, like, anything special as a reaction, but because it's within 5 feet, could I technically use the Flame Seed or the Fiery Teleportation, but probably the Flame Seed at disadvantage for a attack of opportunity?
Well, we'll see about that first, because it's gonna leave Spaz's threatened space first.
Yes.
Right,
And what I'm
okay.
going to try to do is, as he turns around to run away, I'm trying to try and grab him around his face with my claws. And of course,
Oh!
Okay. A strength check?
Yeah, let's fucking go, Nat 20!
You're grappling him?
No, I don't think I could do that as a reaction. It was just an attack.
An
It was
attack?
just flavoring the attack.
Oh, you hit.
Yeah, Nat 20. Fucking hell yes! Okay, so then let's roll this 2d8. Holy crap. Just ripping away his face. 7, 6, 4, 3, 16 slashing damage. Ripping at his eyes and cheeks as he tries to run.
He gets to about here, and your claw just goes right through his cheek.
Yeah.
In the good way or the
And he
bad
dies.
way?
He ripped off parts
Like-
of his face, and he's running.
The hook of the claw catches him right in the mouth, and right through to the cheekbone, Joker style.
Spaz is such a savage killer. Oh my god.
Fuck yes.
He is now dead.
It
It's now Osmond's turn. He's definitely seeing what's going on. He is not the happiest here.
with my pupper friend. Look who's perturbed now.
Ooh.
Cats and dogs can be friends, I guess.
Get frick.
Oh, they
Nah,
most
fuck
certainly
dogs, but this one's cool.
Wow. Bold statement.
That's
This is a baby
Spaz.
wrong
No,
in the
no,
United States.
I personally fucks with dogs heavy, but Spaz don't like no dogs. This one's cool. This one kills hyenas. Real problem.
So-
Real issue.
Osmond begins to just boom, boom, boom. He's stomping toward this unsavory patron. How dare you manhandle a lady like that? And big ol' locks it on Warhammer comes swinging across.
Oh god, yes, Osmond. Please Vostrick this motherfucker.
And it is
And swing your hammer too.
Oh yeah, it's a so close. It was a 19 on the die. But he doesn't have to crit to do double damage.
Still Yo.
Because he is a 8th level war cleric.
My
So
favorite.
he still does double damage.
This is my favorite cleric type.
Yeah, that's just a straight solid 14 damage to this dude as the Warhammer catches him right in the chest, completely just caving his chest cavity, and he just crumples to the ground.
Ruined their lives.
Ruined! Can I get a ruined in the chat?
Made his whole
Ruined.
career.
Leah looks absolutely horrified at just the sheer carnage that is erupted in front of her.
Aaron
He's
is
gonna need therapy.
Oh, I wanted to question that one. Oh, God.
And the disgruntled patron, the one who's still looking, not quite fresh as a daisy, but, better than his friends.
Relatively alive.
Well, he's going to do what his friend tried to, book it.
Dipping in, rolling.
And I will let you make because he is, when he leaves, he will technically no longer be in melee range. So you can make your
My ranged
attack of opportunity.
That's a nat 20 again.
Dude,
All right.
these
Hit him.
crucial crits.
I almost feel bad. Almost. You played with the heart of a fair maiden, bitch!
Nah, fuck that. My Destiny was on my
dog
side.
is fucking shit up. Fantasy FPD. Fantasy K9 unit. Okay, 2d6 plus proficiency. Will double the proficiency. Does it double proficiency or no?
No.
No, okay. So that's 13 fire damage total for the fire spit, the slobber, the heckin' lava loogie.
And he absolutely just books it. And that is where we're going to end it for the night.
Ooh, this has been hype.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh,
goodness.
guys, this was great.
This was so much fun.
So
Are
many
you guys having fun?
questions.
Absolutely.
You kidding? Hell yes, and I'll tell you 1,000 times more.